This is about what I don't believe God understands. I remember when I was in amnesia and had pulled something of what Greg Carl would call persona together. I had won the government school scholarship. I wrote a letter to somebody who ended up at Harvard about wanting to talk to dolphins, and she wrote back, how sad that you need to go to dolphins to find understanding and sympathy. Well, a layman Odyssey in the Heaven and Hell Odyssey, in the Heaven Odyssey, in Telathra, in the Minla, communicated with animals, and they were friends. I mean, the thought of poaching them was out of the question. There were plenty of other things to sustain them that were almost grateful to be eaten rather than animals. And these things make sense, but the well wishes for animals, prayers for animals, the desire to change human habitation habits, to relieve us of the foolish industries that contribute so much to destruction and waste and are characterized by extreme cruelty to animals. It's good for you. It's a good idea to do that. I approve of that too. I think it's smart, morally, socially. But what I don't think God understands is that the Green Party concocted this story for a cover-up of Auschwitz, Sobibor, Dachau, Birkenau, to justify their inhuman treatment of Jews and gypsies and other people they considered some human, like dissenters. It really was always brought up instinctively as a knee-jerk reaction whenever somebody criticized Adolf Hitler. Well, what about the Indians? What about what you do to cows? You know, a lot of the things that were done to the Indians were done to them by the British, who always lampoon American understanding by their superior wit. And I lived through Pittsburgh's darkness of maladaptation formulations, which they called the nature of reality, which was to design a semester at sex to lampoon a laughingstock genocide. You don't want to be a symbol of that, Greta. I'm ashamed of you that you wouldn't see that you would suffer terribly humiliation from being identified with what they really did. I'm trying to caution you as someone who loves you as a friend, if nothing else, as a peer on earth. Don't let McCartney get the upper hand. He's crazy. What the people of Seattle have done in his interest is despicable. They never cared about ecology. They never cared about the environment. They never cared about children. They certainly never cared about cows or lobsters or llamas or otters. The zoo had an electric eel show. They obviously put on the performance where I was tortured and subjected for an electric eel laughingstock crusade. Don't be fooled. It's a mistake to think that these Green Party politicians know what they're saying as anything other than a deceit. They don't mean well. It's only an error. It's not a mistake until you refuse to amend to what has really happened. God bless you, Greta. I'm sorry I don't like to say that because I know that some people balk at the abstract figure of authority being evoked, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you if you consider that the worst turn off of all. Manipulation of the hidden hand. When I said it, I meant it.